Hello, everyone. Here is Kim Madsen, Diamond Manager. Today, it's going to be very exciting. I can see we have our star of the day, the superwoman sitting, waiting, beautiful as always, totally sharp, totally ready. And while we will wait the next couple of minutes to get everyone rolling in, I can see we are saying cheers. Cheers, Martina. There's some Agi. Today we have nearly 1,400 registrants. So don't feel yourself under pressure, Martina, but there is 1,400 people who's going to see you and you cannot see them. So, we have actually FBOs from the entire world who is, I can see here is Mate Mavlianga from Kinshasa, Congo. And we have India, we have South Africa, Team Victory, yay. We have Denmark, Sweden, Malaysia. We have USA, Finland, Reunion Island, and Durban, but this is the entire Belgium, Netherlands, Botswana. The whole world is online right now. France, Norway, Fyn, Stockholm, Zimbabwe. So I think this is probably one of the most international, biggest worldwide online training or training in general, because on our rallies, we do not have enough time to do a proper detailed training as the one you're going to hear today. And I have promoted Martina, and I can assure you, I probably under-promoted even how much I promoted her, because she is a master, she's a genius, she's highly intelligent. You can pay me that beer later that you promised me, Martina. No, I'm extremely proud of her, and I'm a proud sponsor of Martina. She has several Eagle Manager qualifications. She has a very high personal sales, and she has been speaking, I don't know how many countries, to do on success days, etc., to do product training, because when she do something, she do it 100%. She's also doing training classes in many countries also now. What do you call it? Modul Kurser. Educating our distributors, making diplomas, and she is a good friend of Holly Starr and Steve Hedgetts, and they have inspired her, and she has a lot of first-hand information. Sometimes I'm surprised she has information that I didn't even know about. So, if you know what we know. So I think time is getting in. We have 1.5 hours. I have never had a speaker here in my webinars, 1.5 hours. So this is intense. And that's why Martina is the only speaker of the day. And she will have the entire spotlight on her. And not only here with the 1,000 who follow us on Zoom, but those after 1,000 will be on the live stream. And the good part with the live stream is that there's a link that you can copy, so everyone who missed it can see. But on the live stream, you cannot chat, only here on those who was lucky enough to get the first row in the Zoom webinar here, Zoominar. So Now I want to introduce our star speaker today, one of the greatest product trainers. And I can see she's excited. I know she's very, very well prepared because she's so perfectionist. So nothing will be left over here. I can guarantee that already now. I need to put my sound machine. Let me see if I have an audience here in my office, because as we don't have the room, we cannot hear you, but you can hear my audience. I have thousands of people here. Let me hear if my audience are here. They are here. Yeah! They are here. 1,000, thousands of people are watching. Let's get some excitement. Let's get started. Let's get Martina Banach on stage. Yeah. Welcome, Martina. Feel yourself welcome. And can I get a yeah on the chat now? Because we don't hear you, but we want to see you. Is your sound in? You need to put your sound in, Martina.
Here, unmute. Here we go.
Welcome, Martina.
Excellent. Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here today and to share my knowledge and my passion. This is what I love the most. So it's going to be all fun and nothing else for the last 2 hours here. We are taking all the questions for the end. So if you have any questions, go down to the chat or go to the Q&A, not the chat, but the Q&A, and write the questions. Because if you write it in the chat, there's going to be so many different messages, people saying hi and so on. So it would be difficult for me to find the questions. So go into the Q&A and write your questions. Hopefully I answered everything, so maybe you don't have questions, but anything you have, even if I haven't spoken about it, you're welcome to post your question and I will be happy to answer. So we have 1.5 hours, and for people who know me, know that when I give trainings, it's not just like, here's a product and it does this and this. I want you to understand how the body works. I want you to understand why our products are so amazing, why they are functioning in our cells in our body, why they are bioavailable. And in order to understand, you have to understand how the body works. Don't get into a panic if you don't understand what I'm talking about, because when we talk about the immune system, we are talking about something that's very complicated. But I'm going to try to break it down for you and make it easy so everybody understands. That's the challenge when you talk about medicine and you talk about anatomy and things like that. It can be many details, but I will try to kind of make it clear in the way so in the end, everybody will understand. So don't give up, just hang in there. But who am I? Oh, hang on. Hang on, it doesn't want to go. Hang on. Here we go. My name is Martina Banach. I'm an Eagle manager. I'm a member of Key Scandinavia, and I'm a frontline of Kim Matson. A very proud one as well. I'm a certified Cedesco skin specialist, and I'm also a medical examined masseur. And most important of all, I'm a nutritional physiologist. This means I know what nutrition does in cellular level in the body. So this is also why I have such a big passion for this topic that we're talking about today, our immune system and immune enhancing products. Besides Forever, I also have 3 other companies. I have La Chance Jewelry. I'm a certified jeweler and designer. I have Food Intolerance.dk, which means I'm an approved practitioner by Lorisian Laboratories. So in my daily day, I work with anti-inflammatory products in eating, and I help people to get rid of their inflammatory responses in their bodies so they can have a better life. And of course, Forever is perfect for this. I'm also a facilitator and patient care manager for Lux Surgery, which works in Colombia, where I work together with plastic surgeons. And I'm a speaker, lecturer, I'm about to write a book, and I'm a globetrotter. I love to travel, I love to share. So I guess I'm in the right place, even though I'm in my own living room today. We're going to talk about the immune system. We owe it our lives because the immune system takes care of us every day. It's there to make sure that we don't have any harm from outcoming bacteria and viruses, etc. So we're going to start about the definitions. What do we mean when we say immunology? That's the study of the immune system. When we say immune system, that is the cellular and molecular components responsible for immunity in the body. So immunity, what's that? Immunity is the protection from infectious disease. That's the historical definition. The physiological function of the immune system is defense against infectious microbes. However, it's also non-infectious foreign substances that can give us an immune response. Because today, the virus, for example, is so clever, it can go in and hide, so you don't get a response, but the body will find out in time anyway and support us. And an immune response is a collective coordinated response to foreign substances. That's when our body is making immunity. So next time it comes, we recognize it and can prevent it from coming into and enter our body. So more specifically, immunology is the study of the cellular and molecular immunity mechanism that allows the body to distinguish between self and non-self and eliminate the non-self. I know this is a lot of big words and hard words, but don't panic. It's all going to be clear shortly. So what does the immune system do? Why do we need it? The immune system protects the body from infection caused by bacteria, virus, and other foreign invaders. It can be pollution. It can be a mosquito bite. It can be all different kinds. It's composed of chemicals and cells that attacks and inactivate things that enter the body. And it's the first line defense is the skin that blocks for the invaders. And then the second line defense is the T cells and B cells. That's what we call the killer cells. It's white blood cells, and this gives us the more specific form for protection. So the organs or the parts of the body that works in our immune system is a lot because it's a head-to-toe defense. It's all from the tonsils and adenoids up here down to our lymph nodes down by our legs. It's hormones, antibodies, white blood cells, bone marrow, spleen, our lymphatic system. We have a complementary system as well, and the thymus. And the whole body works together. So you can see the body always wants to be in balance. You can't say, I'm going to boost this or boost that. It doesn't work. You have to boost the whole body because the body is working in interaction. All the cells are working together. So we can't just say that, oh, I'm only gonna strengthen my bones. It doesn't work like that. If we look at this very interesting down here at the Peyer's patches. Peyer's patches is a small mass of lymphatic tissue that you find in the little intestine. And the little intestines is in our bowel system. So it's also known as an aggregated lymphatic node. And they are an important part of the immune system because they monitor the intestinal bacteria population and prevent the growth of pathogenic bacteria in the intestines. And this is interesting because we have a lot of supplements who are there to support this. Because if we don't have the balance in our intestines, basically our immune system is fucked. Excuse my language, but that's how serious it is. So it's so important to always strive for balance in the body. We can't just, choose one part and then take care of the rest. It's like if you only use makeup, but you don't wash yourself, you mean you're not clean and pure. You're just still dirty, even though you look fine. Does it make sense? You see, when we get an infection, the immune system's white blood cells use, among with other things, free radicals as aggressive missile weapons. And this production of inflammatory response affects the body. And we can get cytokine storms, and we can get a lot of things that weighs down our body. And this is why it's so important that we have antioxidants to support the body, to support the cells in this inflammatory response that's in the body. This is why an effective immune system that doesn't go crazy, of course, damaging health tissue is so important. And we get this by supporting it with antioxidants. And surprise, we have antioxidants in all our supplements. So we are in the right place in the right time right now. So see, the whole body is a part of the immune response, the whole body. Now I'm going to show you how the immune system works. I'm going to do it in 3 levels. Don't panic. I will cut it down and explain it very simple in the end. But we are all in different levels. We all have different interests. And for some people, this makes all the sense. And for other people, it's like if I'm speaking Chinese and you don't. So don't panic. We take it one step at a time. So the things that can cause an immune reaction in our body are viruses, fungi, toxins, pollution, parasites, and bacteria. This is something that every day, all the time is attacking our body. Even if you get a paper cut or you get a mosquito bite, the body has to react to this to make sure nothing serious happens. So the immune system have 2 defenses. We have the external defense, that's the skin, the mucous membrane, the nasal hairs, and it stops the germs from entering the body. But then we also have the internal, the immunological cells. And here we are talking about the blood cells. We have the first line of defense, that's the pathogens. They identify and they exterminate the germs that comes into the body. We also have the natural killer cells. They attack mutated or cancer cells. They attack all the cells that doesn't belong. And we're very happy for this. The next line in defense are the T cells. And they receive messages from the pathogens that eliminates enemies and inform the B cells. And the B cells produce antibodies and stores memory. What it means is that if something enters, let's say a virus enters your body, then the white blood cells, which is our immune system, they come running and saying, hey, this is dangerous, this is bad, we have to stop this, we have to stop that germ because it's infecting our body. And the white blood cell says, okay, we have to post soldiers. So next time this germ is coming, we are ready. We are there to stop it, prevent it from coming in. And that's our antibodies. So antibodies are good. We need them. That's our soldiers standing there waiting for germs to return back. So if you had measles 1, you don't get it again because you have antibodies in your body to prevent you from getting measles again. So the cells of the immune system, I told you, is the white blood cells or the blood cells primarily. But we have over here, we have the myeloid stem cells, and these include, and I know these are a lot of difficult words, but all you have to remember is it's blood cells. Monocytes, macrophages, neutrophils, basophils, eosinophils, erythrocytes, and megakaryocytes to platelets. I can't even say it myself in English. These are in the one line of defense. And where you see down here, white blood cells. The next line in defense is the lymphoid acid. These are the B cells, and these are the killer cells. So when we get an immune response, what happens is that the macrophage eats the infected cell. It takes the infected cells and says, okay, you don't belong here, you're bad, haps. I'm gonna take you, I'm gonna include you so you can make more damage. And this is the macrophage is a white blood cell, and it's a part of the immune system. So it stops the infected cell from going further, and it stops it from infecting other cells as well. Our antigen MHC, that says major histocompatibility complexes, are molecules that present antigen cytosolic components to the exterior for the purpose of initiating an immune response. This is where they say, hey, we better get some soldiers out here. We have to have some antigens so we can stop this. And this is where the next part comes in, the T cell. The T cell is a type, is also white blood cell, and it sends information saying, hey, we need to start to reproducing and make more cells like ourselves so we can stop this virus. And that's what they're doing here. In the mitosis, it means that they are doing replication. So they are dividing themselves, so they are more and more soldiers that can stop. And they have receptors on top of them, the T cell receptors. And this is a protein as well, as all our antibodies are proteins, which is very interesting because you can't be deficient in proteins if you want your immune system to work fully, right? So these antibodies that now has been in mitosis and now have divided, so you have a big army, they can suddenly go in and make sure that the germ is killed, dead. And we're starting to have immune response. So next time this virus or this bacteria enters the body, the soldiers are there to stop them. I'm going to show this in an easier way. This is made in a nutshell. We have the macrophage, that's the white blood cell. He's eating the germ. He gives a message to the cytotoxic T cell that goes off hunting down other germs of the same group. At the same time, the T helper cell shows the antigen to the B cell, and the B cell starts to copy itself and make the troops. So they have antibodies. So next time the germ comes, it's going to be destructed. It's going to be shut out, so it can't enter the body. So it's basically and shortly told, the immune system, what it does, it sees the germ. It says, hey, you don't belong. It says, we better stop you. So I need to have the soldiers here, and they make antibodies. That's the soldiers. And thank God they can make as many as they need because they just keep on duplicating. So next time it enters, it's shut out and it's not going to harm you. Easy, isn't it? And we are so thankful that we have this defense of the body, because without it, we wouldn't be alive. So when virus, the more to also explain further and deeper, and then I promise I'm going to go into the products so you don't have to have more of this anatomy lecture. When virus becomes life-threatening, it's not because of the virus as much, but it's because the immune system gets hyperinflammation and cytokine storms that destroys healthy tissue. It means that the immune system is overreacting, and that's not good. So when we look more closer to vitamin C, vitamin D, and selenium and zinc, which are essential for that our immune system isn't going to run wild. At the same time, it's the fact that deficiencies in these nutrients are widely spread, especially in vulnerable groups, especially on elderly and people who have autoimmune diseases, or people who eat a lot of fast food and doesn't eat real food. When we get an infection, the immune system's white blood cells use, among with other things, free radicals as missile weapons. This is the line of defense. And the production of inflammatory promotion cytokines also levels cascades of free radicals. And we don't like free radicals, right? At the same time, it's important that the free radicals are under control and that the oxidative stress doesn't take over, because we can't have an imbalance between free radicals and antioxidants. What does that mean? It means we need to have more antioxidants. It means we need to have more support with our supplements. So lacking antioxidants increase the risk of oxidative stress and derailed immune system. And this is actually the biggest threat. It's not the viruses or bacteria or germs out there. They can be there. But if you don't have your body in balance, if your body doesn't have the best possible support, even the smallest virus or bacteria can hit you, can knock you off your feet. So to have a strong immune system means that you are taking care of the whole body, inner and outer. So it's not viruses or bacteria as such, but oxidative stress and an overactivated immune system, that's the challenge. This is why an effective immune system that's not going crazy and causing damages is so important. And this is what I'm going to show you today, what you need to have in order to have the best possible cells in your body. And I'm going to share what I am using every day. And that's not a little, it's quite a lot. That's why I need such a long time to give this training. So the immune system needs a number of nutrients if it's to function properly. According to health authorities, we are covered if you are just eating healthy. But this is not related to reality, though, according to several studies they're doing now. They're doing a big study in Switzerland on this, and it shows that today we all need supplements, and we all need the supplements as a health insurance. It's to help to top up where we are lacking in our body. And we are all different. All people absorb differently. All people have different balances and imbalances in the body. So what's the right thing for me might not be the right thing for you. But the fact is, we all need supplements. That's several studies on this. And in the end of my training, I have 4 slides with references. So if you're interested to hear more what I'm saying, everything I'm talking about is backed up by now I lost the word, it's all backed up by researchers. So I made a references list. If anyone wants to have it, you can just write and I will send it out to you because this is interesting. So let's move on. So how do you strengthen your immune system? Remember, food is the most important. And when I'm talking about food, I'm not talking about Kentucky Fried Chicken, McDonald's, or Pizza Hut. I'm talking about ecological carrots, cucumbers, tomatoes, quinoa, the healthy food. That's what the body needs. We don't need pizza. Pizza doesn't have that high value of nutrition for your body. So if you want to strengthen your immune system to be better, to have a better chance to fight off illnesses and colds in the flu season, you need to make sure that you are doing some certain things. Your immune system is it's a system, and it works parts together that has to fit together, and it needs to balance to work. There's no surprise that boosting your immune system involves striking a healthy balance in your life. And you have to keep the immune system on top notch all the time to making sure that your body will work. Some of the things you need to do and take care of is you need to make sure you are outside in the fresh air. You need to have outdoor exercise. Hiking, running, or Nordic walking, or power walk, it stimulates your immune system in a positive way. It promotes your blood circulation, it promotes your lungs, and it promotes mental balance. When you're power walking or walking in the forest, your brain is releasing so many endorphins, and that is healing. That's healing. It's not the same walking on the treadmill in your living room. So you need to get out. But remember, all exercise isn't good. You also have exercise that stresses your body and actually destroys your antioxidants. And this is really hard workouts and where you stress your body. It can be heavy weights lifting. It can be running really hard and long. It can be what do you call that? When you do a lot of heavy weights and lifting and running and all that. You don't want to stress your body. When we're talking about rebuilding the body, rebuilding the immune system, you don't want to stress it. Yoga is also excellent to do if you want to build and boost your immune system. You also need more light. Don't put on your sunglasses every time you go outside. Your eyes needs the sunlight. And at least here in the Nordic countries, the sun is coming out and it's not that strong yet, so we don't really need to have the sunglasses on, but of course it looks cool. But for your own health, don't put on the sunglasses. You need the light to go into your eyes. and enjoy the daylight as long as possible. Light affects the brain, it affects the immune system, your hormones, and your endorphins. So we need the light. And make sure at night when you sleep, don't have any light on, sleep dark. Because you need to get your brain to understand when is it day and when is it night to get into balance as well. Food, you need to eat anti-inflammatory, because when you have inflammatory responses in your body, that's when you are stressing your immune system. So you want to help your immune system, and you want to de-stress it by removing bad foods. So you need to eat a lot of fruits, vegetables, light and low fat nutrition, a lot of vitamins, and of course, low alcohol intake. And meditate. Meditation is proven to be the best way to boost your immune system. And you can find a lot of ways to learn how to meditate online. And now, if you're in quarantine, like we are here, you have plenty of time. Take 10 minutes out of your calendar and start to learn how to meditate. When you meditate, you close out all worries, you close everything out, and you go inside yourself. And it's something you have to learn, and you have to do it, and you have to practice it every day. But it's amazing. For me, power walking is meditation. When I power walk, I go in the forest, and sometimes I don't know how I got from my home and got back again, because I've been gone. I've been meditating while I've been walking. I mean, I've been there, but my brain has not seen what's going around me. I have just, concentrated on myself. So it's a great way to solve all the problems and get great ideas. And yoga is a really good, it's also very, very good to de-stress and balance your system. Relax, listen to good music, read a good book. Even if you're busy, you say, I'm not stressed, I'm just very busy. You need to take time out. You need to go out and get some fresh air. And if you're sitting and you're working really, really intense, by taking 10 minutes, going out and getting some air will make you much more efficient when you get back. So it's worth to invest the time in yourself. And sometimes, stop up, live now, be mindful, and notice things around you. Take the time to listen to music, take the time to read a couple of pages in a book. It's good for you, and it's good for your immune system. It's also very, very important to sleep. During fall and winter, the body needs more energy, and a good night's sleep regenerates the immune system. Make sure that you have peed before you go to bed, so you don't have to wake up and go and pee. Make sure you don't eat too late before you go to bed. Make sure you don't take too many vitamins too late before you go to bed, because if you take B vitamins, these are energy vitamins that keeps your system going, and then it will be hard for your body to relax and sleep. And your brain needs to relax as well. So make sure, you are sleeping well, and make sure you sleep at least 8 hours in a row. Fluids is very important. Fluids help us to get rid of toxins in the body, which also can be weight on our immune system. Fluids support our metabolism and immune system, and it can be water, herbal teas without caffeine. Coffee isn't very good to drink. If you're going to drink coffee, drink decaf. And frankly, I can't taste the difference, so you might just as well get the decaf. Mucous membranes in the mouth and nose, they stay humid and don't dry out if you drink more. And something very interesting is that if you live in more humid surroundings, the viruses and bacteria, it's harder for them to sit in your mucous membranes. So just by being, more hydrated, it will keep you safer, will keep you well longer. Because if you have a dry mucus, it's easier for viruses and bacteria to get hatched in there and sit there. So by drinking a lot, you stay healthier. And also, when you're out walking and you get the fresh air, you dilute the viruses and bacteria as well, because the fresh air thins them out. And when we talk about fluid, if you have, if you have some scratches in your throat or you sore throat or something, just take a glass with boiling water and a good portion of salt in there, and then gurgle with it. Sorry, then gurgle with it. It helps to thin out virus and bacteria as well, and it's antiseptic on your mucus, and it helps to moisture your mucus lining. So it's a very, very good tip. If you have the least, just gurgle with salt water. It's the best you can do. Wellness is important. It's all about this, relaxing, taking time out, breathing, take a warm bath, add some of our essential oils in there. Mix them in milk first, and then they will be mixed into the water instead of just floating on the top. It's good for the respiratory tract, but remember, don't bath longer than 15 minutes because then it starts to strain your body. So 15 minutes, no longer. Shower, switch between cold and warm showers in the morning. This strengthens your muscles. It improves circulation and your nervous system. It gives you tighter skin as well. For people up here in the north, a lot of people are winter swimmers. I'm not. If it's less than 28 degrees, I'm not going into the water. Oh, I hate when it's cold. It's the worst thing I know, but it's very healthy for, and I actually do it sometimes, switch between ice cold and warm water to just get that. And you can feel your heart pumping, and you can feel the energy in the body. So it's really good for you. Sauna is also very, very good. And in sauna, you can do sauna goose, and you can actually use our essential oils in there as well. Use sauna every second week. And again, shift between cold and warm temperatures. It helps your immune systems to fight infections. It's really, really good when you have to force the lymphatic system and the blood system to go flowing. It boosts your immune system, so it's very good. So remember, only drink alcohol in moderation if you have to drink it. Me, I don't drink alcohol at all. I never have done. Doesn't say anything to me. And the body doesn't appreciate it at all. Get enough sleep. It's really, really important to get enough sleep. Avoid infections by practicing good hygiene. It's important to clean more at home because viruses and bacteria can live on surfaces for days. So if you're touching something and someone comes 3 days later and touches, they can get infected if you have an infection. So remember, take a shower every day and wash your hands all the time. To wash your hands in soap, it's much more effective than using alcohol gel. Much more effective, but you have to do it the right way. Maintain a healthy weight. It's all about keeping the body in balance. Control your blood pressure, because if you have too high or low blood pressure, again, that has something to do if your body's in balance or not. Exercise regularly, get out, get some air, get health screenings regularly, do checkups, be sure that you know how your body is doing. I take blood every 6 months, check how is my status, how are my vitamins, how are my minerals, what do I need to take more of, what do I need to take less of. It's all about, to be in control and knowing how you're doing. For me, it's important to be in balance. For me, it's important to be my best. So I go the extra mile. I take my blood tests every 6 months. So I know exactly how my cells are doing in my body. For me, I think that's great. I love that. So that's what I do. And eat a diet filled with fruits, vegetables, whole grains. Eliminate sugar and processed foods. And the fact is that if you do the last point here, if you do this, everything above will fall in place. So it all comes down to the food you're eating. And who is the master of that? It's you. Only you decide what you're eating. You are the one chewing it. So when my husband says, "Oh, my stomach feels bad because you made me," I say, I don't make you anything. You are chewing. Just because that doesn't say stop doesn't mean, it's me feeding you. So remember, don't blame it on everybody else. You are the master of what you are putting into your mouth. So our aloe hand soap is the best. It's the best soap where you're going to wash your hands over and over and over again because it doesn't dry out the skin. You know, you wash your hands before, during, and after you're preparing food. You wash your hands before you eat food, before and after caring for someone who's sick or vomiting or diarrhea, before and after treating cuts and wounds, after using the toilet, after changing diapers or cleaning up a child who has used the toilet, after blowing your nose, coughing or sneezing, after touching an animal, animal feed or animal waste, after handling pet food or pet treats, and after touching garbage. I mean, this is common sense, you think, but most people don't do it. So you have to do it, especially now, if you want to stay healthy, you have to wash your hands. The first thing you do when you get inside from outside, you wash your hands. The first thing you do before you take anything from the fridge and the food, you wash your hands. You know, the more you wash your hands, the more secure you are not to catch any virus or bacteria, because it's spreading through the hands when we touch ourselves in the face. The right way to wash our hands is that you wet your hands first and you take the soap into the hands. It's better with warm water, but you know, because what's happening when you are washing your hands with the soap is breaking down the fatty layer around the viral cell. So the cell is breaking up. So, and that's good, right? Because then it can't be infectious anymore. So when you wash your hands with water, you take the soap, you start to wash hand, and you wash your hands also on the back side. On the back side, everything needs to be washed. Also on top of your fingers. So you make sure everything is lathered in, and you wash your hands for 20 seconds. That means you say, what do you say? You can say 1 bottle of beer, 2 bottle of beers, 3 bottle of beers. You do that 20 times. That's 20 seconds. Most people are so quick washing their hands, choop, 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 and they're done. No, you're not. Not if you're going to be healthy and support your immune system. Then you have to do it properly. Yay, so let's talk about vitamins for a well-balanced and properly functioning immune system. This is based on US guidelines, since we are worldwide training. Usually I'm always very compliant on the Scandinavian rules, but you would all get a shock if you heard what we cannot say. So I'm gonna use the US guidelines, which means I can say a lot more. But remember, all those who are from Scandinavia and Europe, remember our rules here. I'm saying a lot more in this training than you can say. So this training is good for your knowledge, because the more you know, the less you have to say. Don't go out and copy what I'm saying here. I'm compliant all the way through. I should not say anything I shouldn't be allowed to say, and I'm sure Holly was online, so I'm sure she's going to let me know if I'm saying something wrong. So, but this is great. We're starting with vitamin D, because as I said, vitamin D, C, zinc, and selenium are the 4 most important vitamins to support our immune system. And vitamin D is a fat-soluble micronutrient, and it's only conditionally essential because we can actually make D vitamin in our body ourselves, but it requires that you are completely naked in the sun for 20 minutes, in direct sun for 20 minutes. And even people who live in sunny, warm countries, they are usually dressed, and they are usually working inside. So people think that, oh, I live in Spain, or I live in Dubai, I live in India, I get plenty of sun. No, you don't, because you are inside, or you are covered in clothes. In order to be able for the body to make D vitamin, naked 20 minutes in direct sun. So, so most people are vitamin D sufficient. Most people do not get enough at all. Some people are afraid, oh, can I not get enough? I'm going to get too much. Listen, it's very, very, very difficult to get too much. It's very difficult. I take blood samples. I take a lot of D vitamin. I take extra D vitamin supplements because I was so low in my D vitamins. I needed to build it up, and I'm still not up in the top level, and I've been building up my vitamin D for 2 years. So don't worry, you can eat it all without any risk. So vitamin D has important functions beyond those of calcium and bone and the bones, but it also protects immunity due to it has a very great effect in our immune system. You see, the D vitamin, I'm gonna make it easier to understand. You have the white blood cell. What the D vitamin does is like if you take an umbrella and put it upside down, you know, so it has the opening out. The D vitamin is is connected to the white blood cells, so it's taking up all the vira and all the bacteria in the blood. So it's preventing the germs to entering further in the system. And if we don't have vitamin D, our white blood cells doesn't work. So vitamin D is the most important vitamin for our immune system. And people are not aware of this. So make sure you get enough vitamin D, because it's really, really very important. This is the first line defense. So it goes and it catches all the vira and bacteria when it sits on top of the white blood cell. And I mean, D vitamin is actually a hormone, to make it even more complicated, but let's not get into it. But it is a hormone. And it's first now they're doing so many studies with vitamin D because if you just go through years back, no one understood the importance of vitamin D in the immune system. This is actually new knowledge. And still you have a lot of doctors out there who doesn't understand it, because remember, doctors don't really know anything about food or not that much about vitamins, because that's not their field of expertise. So remember, D vitamin, D vitamin, D vitamin. Food sources, very few foods naturally have vitamin D, and a lot of foods are fortified. Here it's in America, but also in the rest of the world. I mean, like milk always has added vitamin D. Fatty fish such as salmon, tuna, and mackerel are among the best sources. Beef liver, cheese, egg yolks provides a small amount, not that much. Mushrooms provide some vitamin D. In some mushrooms, there are newly available in the stores. What they do is they expose the mushrooms to ultraviolet light for them to have more vitamin D. A lot of breakfast cereals, they add a vitamin D. The same with some orange juice, yogurt, margarine, soy beverage. Read on the labels, but they usually add vitamin D. And as I said, the body makes vitamin D if the skin is directly exposed by the sun as well, and it has to be for minimum 20 minutes. You know, so it's not that easy. So everybody, even if you live in a sunny part, you need vitamin D. I can tell you a story about myself. 2 years ago, I had been on vacation with my husband. We had been to Spain, something called Playitas, which is one of these sports facilities. You go there and all you do is you train and work out, climb mountains, and, you know, go for walks, and you do all this. And, you know, I had been in the sun, I was brown, I was supposed to be relaxed, and I get home and I get more and more tired. And I couldn't understand it. And my body was aching, and I was walking up the stairs and everything hurt. And I was like, I had like something pushed down on my head, like, you know, my cognitive functions wasn't functioning. And I was wondering, what the hell is going on? So I went to my doctor, and she said, oh, it's probably menopause. And I thought, menopause? You know, at that time I still had my period and everything, so the thought didn't hit me. And I thought, okay, menopause, strange. Well, let's figure out. So I sent my blood samples in to see what were my levels. And I realized my vitamin D was down on 2. To have the optimal levels on your vitamin D, you should be at 100, 120, and mine was a 2. So I can tell you from my own body how it feels when you're D vitamin deficient. Your brain doesn't work. You can't find your words. It's like, you know, it's like something hard is tight on your head. It doesn't work. Your body aches, your body hurts, your muscles hurts. You're tired. It's like you walk on the knees, like you're just walking around yourself. That's D vitamin deficiency. I tried it on my own body. I never want to try it again. And it's taking me more than 2 years. I got my blood samples and my D vitamin is up on 75. So I still need to go that extra. And I take 25,000 international units 3 times a week. I'm not getting too much. I need it. So don't worry that you have different supplements that all have vitamin D. Trust me, your body needs it. Your immune system will thank you. So did you know that aging processes, that when you get older, obesity, diabetes, cholesterol lowering medications, indoor living contributes to D vitamin deficiency? Oh, hang on. And you may not notice the deficiency, but your body does. Your system does. It knows it. In the respiratory tract, there are many white blood cells, the macrophages. Remember, the one we ate. And they rely on sufficient vitamin D to attack the germs. So D vitamin, I'm telling you, that's the shit. That's what we need. Vitamin D also boosts some antibiotic peptides in the lungs. So now when you have colds, you have flu season, cold and flu season are usually on the upper respiratory parts. It means the throat, it's the sinuses, and the bronchs. So if you don't have enough D vitamins, it's going to sit there easier than if you do. The immune system, T killer cells, are not activated at all without vitamin D. You know, remember the umbrella backwards? And in addition, several studies show that vitamin D regulates the immune system so that no cytokine storms, oxidative stress, or violent inflammation occurs. But it requires that the body is well supplied. So please, please do me a favor. Look over how many supplements do you take that contains vitamin D and double up, because you need it. At the same time, we need a green and coarse diet with enough magnesium, which through enzyme processes activates the vitamin D we create from this sun and get through the supplements. So listen to this, I'm going to repeat myself. You need to have, in order to be able to absorb the vitamin D, you have to have magnesium. Did you get that? In order for you to use the vitamin D you eat, for the body to absorb it, you have to have magnesium. They go hand in hand. If you don't have magnesium with your vitamin D, the body cannot absorb the vitamin D. So what supplements do we find vitamin D? You find it in the algae. And algae, listen, you can drink it several times a day. They made a big research in America, actually, on L-arginine to see how much the body could take and if there were any reactions on it. And they were up at 25 grams of L-arginine, and there was no side effects whatsoever because we pee it out after 4 hours. I know that when you talk to customers, you have to follow the recommendations on the bag. If it says 1 stick a day, it's 1 stick a day you recommend your customer. But you as an FBO, you can be more free-spirited and do what you think is best for you. So to be honest, I drink 3 or 4 RGs every day. I need my antioxidants. So RG has vitamin D. Vitalize Men has vitamin D as well. Forever Calcium has a lot of vitamin D because we need the magnesium and calcium in order to absorb the D vitamin. Forever Kids has vitamin D. Forever Daily, of course, has vitamin D. And Forever Immu Blend has vitamin D. So please notice how much vitamin D RG Plus has. And remember, vitamin D is fat-soluble vitamin. So if you are drinking RG Plus in water, you will not be able to absorb the D vitamin. So what you do is you take a nut together with your RG so you can absorb the D vitamins. Simple. So D vitamin, fat soluble, has to be taken with fat in order for the body to be able to absorb it. Hang on, I'm going to chew my nut with my RG. Okay, it was one of these big Brazil nuts. So vitamin C is another very, very important vitamin for immune system. This is an essential micronutrient for humans with potentially antioxidant properties. There is very good evidence that supplementation with a small dose of vitamin C in order to achieve the recommended daily allowance helps the immune system to work properly. There's also a lot of research now all over the world. You see, in Scandinavia, for example, I'm going to go back. In Scandinavia, for example, our medical system is built on treating. If someone comes with a headache, they give them a pill so the headache will go away instead of figuring out why do you have a headache. In many other countries, like the rest of Europe, they have biomolecular doctors, which means that they look on the cause instead of treating the results. So if someone comes with a headache, they say, let's find out why you have a headache. And that might be vitamin deficiency or mineral deficiency that gives you a headache. So they give you vitamins and minerals so the headache will disappear instead of giving you an aspirin. And today they are doing a lot of research all around the world on C vitamin and C vitamins properties when it comes to the immune system. And it has been very controversial with big doses of vitamins intravenously. Because vitamin C, the body can only absorb 60 milligrams of vitamin C at the time. So taking 1,000 milligrams at one time is really a waste, because when you pee, your pee is really yellow because you pee it out again. So what you should do is you should take 60 milligrams every 4 hours. This way, your body is all the time stocked up with vitamin C. And our absorbency is, you get it? 60 milligrams, because that's what the body can absorb, because the products we have are all bioavailable and they're genius and they're built for the body to work in the body. So taking these 1,000 milligrams C vitamins, waste of money, and you're actually straining your kidneys a bit, because it has to be filtered through the kidneys before you pee it out. So in order to boost your immune system and help to build your immune system, take vitamin C in smaller doses, but several times a day. When people say, big, large doses of C vitamins, that's intravenous. And that's something the doctors is doing. You don't do that at home, okay? So food sources, fruit and vegetables are the best source of vitamin C. And vitamin C you always have to have raw, because vitamin C is a water-soluble vitamin. So it means it doesn't take light or oxygen or heat very good. That ruins it. So by eating the citrus fruit, oranges, grapefruits, or the juices, red and green pepper, raw peppers, kiwi has a lot of C vitamin. Tomatoes has a lot of C vitamin. Other fruits and vegetables, like broccoli, strawberries, cantaloupe, baked potatoes, tomatoes also have a lot of C vitamins. And a lot of drinks and foods are fortified with vitamin C. Read on the labels if you want to see it. And the vitamin C content of food may be reduced by prolonged storage and by cooking, because it's water soluble, so it's very fragile. So this means that if you do a slow juice in the morning, don't put it in a glass bottle in the fridge, because the light and the air will ruin it. Just make what you can drink and then make it again fresh. And the same if you're going to eat a salad, don't eat the salad raw. So you get the vegetables raw rather than heating them, because it will ruin the effect of the C vitamin. So did you know? At this time, much fruit and vegetables are more or less depleted from vitamin C. And this is one of the reasons why you need to have supplements, because how do you know how much vitamin C is in the potatoes you buy in the store? How do you know? How do you know how much C vitamin there is in the oranges or in the tomatoes? Most of them are pink green. and arrived under artificial light during transport. So how do you know? You don't. And that's why you need supplements. Supplements is a life insurance. The food is the most important. You eat the food to support your body, but you need to supplement with supplements to make sure, to ensure that your body is filled up in the nutritional gaps, so your body has all it needs. That's why you need supplements. According to the figures from DTU, DTU is the Danish Technological University. The majority of the population does not eat the recommended amounts that they have to eat in order to get all the C vitamin they need. So most people think they're eating healthy, but they're not. They think they're getting enough, but they're not. Vitamin C is important for the non-specific immune system that fights most germs without us noticing. It's the daily day, that goes on into the body. Vitamin C also has bearing on specific defenses, including the T cells, killer cells. Vitamin C is also an important antioxidant that prevents oxidative stress in cytokine storms. And as I said, that oxidative stress in cytokine storms can actually make the body get worse when it gets sick. It doesn't have anything to do with the virus or bacteria, but because the immune system is overactivating, it doesn't work properly because it doesn't have the antioxidants it needs. So it's going wild, driving crazy, and you get oxidative stress and cytokine storms, and that tears your body down. So we have to have the antioxidants. Vitamin C has a formidable abilities to strengthen the immune system on a broad front, and at the same time counteract complications due to oxidative stress. So vitamin C is the answer. Deficiencies and increased need for vitamin C are caused by physical and mental stress, tobacco smoking, high consumption of sugar, alcohol and narcotics, as well as lack of stomach acid, birth control pills, sleeping medication, and infections. If you are a smoker, you need to take so much more vitamin C because your smoking is killing the vitamin C in your body. If you drink a lot of alcohol, it's the same. You're killing the vitamin C in your body. Don't drink, don't smoke. It's very simple. So what supplements do we have that provides vitamin C? We have, of course, the Absorbent C. We have algae. We have Forever Calcium, Forever Super Greens, Forever Daily, Forever Immublend, Forever Kids, Forever Eye Vision, Vitalize Men, Vitalize Women, and Forever Ginchia. All these supplements, listen, you cannot get too much. So don't think, oh, but I'm taking Forever Ginchia and Absorbent C, so I can't take calcium because I'm going to get too much. No, you're not, because if you get too much, you're going to pee it out. So don't worry about that. You need to stock up on your cells. You need to support your immune system with the supplements. Zinc. Zinc is a well-recognized essential trace element influencing growth and affecting the development and integrity of the immune system. Zinc is so underestimated. Zinc has so many functions in the body. Zinc is also very important if you have a weak mental state. Zinc is very important. And it has a function of more than 1,000 enzymes in the body. And zinc deficiency affects human health and also affect development of acquired immunity. So zinc is so important. Every time I give trainings on vitamins, I always put zinc up there because zinc is so. Also, if you want to have babies, zinc is very important for the male sperm count and the ability of the sperms. So, if you want to have a baby, you get the zinc to your husband or your man or whoever is going to be the father of your baby. So food sources. Zinc is found in a variety of foods. You can get recommended amounts of zinc by eating a variety of foods, including the following. I can tell you that my nuts, I eat 3 of these every day. It's paranut because it has a lot of selenium, magnesium, phosphorus, and zinc. Very good. You should eat some every day. Oysters is the best source of zinc. Red meat, poultry, seafood, such as crab and lobster. Fortified breakfast cereals are also sources of zinc. And bean, nuts, whole grains, and dairy products provides us with some zinc. So zinc is important. It's important for your skin, for your hair. It's important for your nails. it's very important for your immune system, of course, that's why I'm talking about it. But zinc is amazing. It's one of these microminerals that you forget sometimes, and it's so important. Did you know zinc regulates T cells, macrophages, and proteins? The proteins are our antibodies, and the macrophages and T cells are our white blood cells. Zinc is involved in more than 1,000 enzyme processes, many of which have direct or indirect link to the immune system. Zinc regulates the immune system's T cells and the production of a variety of proteins that are important for inflammatory processes. In addition, zinc supplements cause the immune system to get rid of common cold faster. They did some research, and it shows that if you take large amounts of zinc when you get a cold, you are well 5 days earlier than if you didn't take. They've done big research on this, and you can see it in my references. If you're interested in my references, it's the research is there. Zinc is also an important antioxidant that counterattacks oxidative stress and accompanying complications. And it is estimated that about 25% of the world's population has zinc deficiency, which is roughly divided into light, moderate, and severe. 25% of all people have zinc deficiency. You see how many customers you have out there who needs zinc and needs our products? So supplements providing zinc, we have Forever Immublend, Forever Kids, Forever Nature Mean, Forever Eye Vision, Forever Vision, and Vitalize Men. And when we're talking about eye vision, I eat eye vision every day. Every morning I eat eye vision. But you know what? My eyesight is perfect because I had surgery on my eyes. I don't need the eye vision for my sight. But Forever Eye Vision has so much good zinc, vitamin A, so I need that for my body. So I'm taking that supplement every day just because of that, because of the ingredients in there, because it's so good. Selenium. Selenium is one of these minerals that we don't talk about very much, but selenium has been through a lot of scientific research lately as well. And selenium is one of the key players in our immune system as well. The selenium strengthens the immune system and prevents the virus from mutating. And selenium is a part of a number of proteins with many vital functions. And selenium is also part of the unique antioxidants that prevents and protects the body from oxidative stress and extra complications when you get sick from a virus or a microbe. So food sources, selenium is found in a wide variety of foods, but it's quite difficult to get recommended amounts. So the best is actually Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts, it's the best. Take 2, these are small, but take 2 big Brazil nuts every morning in your oat porridge, and you will have the selenium you need every day together with your supplements. So Brazil nuts is a very good source of selenium. It also contains magnesium, phosphorus, and zinc. Fish, shellfish, red meat, grains, eggs, chicken liver, and garlic are also good sources. And remember, the meat produced from animals that ate grains or plants found in selenium-rich soil has higher levels of selenium. The problem, though, today is that our grounds are, our earth, soil is fatty. We have acidy rain. We have, today when they grow. Oh shoot! Hang on. Today when we grow. In old days, they changed. So 1 year it was corn, the next year was wheat, for 2 years, the horses and cows went grassing and making poo-poos to fertilize the ground. And then you had the beets and, you changed all the time. So the soil was fertilized all the time. Today, we can't afford that because we're too many people on earth and people need to eat. So if you have someone, producing corn, it's corn year after year after year, and the ground doesn't have time to rest. So, do we get the nutrients we need from our food? Not according to studies that are now. You can Google them. There's a lot of studies out there. So for my sake, every day I take supplements as a life insurance just to be sure that I get the minimum what I need. And did you know According to Swiss researchers, it is believed that 1 billion people lack selenium, mainly due to degraded soil. It reflected in selenium poor crops. That was just what I was talking about. It's a huge, big Swiss research. As soon as we get an infection, the blood selenium content drops drastically to meet the needs of the immune system. This applies, among other things, to the important communication, so the cells and proteins of the immune system can work quickly. So if you don't have the selenium, the different parts in this big puzzle doesn't communicate. It gets too slow, and then you get more sick. So selenium is very important for your immune system to be very effective. When animals and humans lack selenium, resistance is deduced and viruses are more easily mutated to make them more virulent. This is very interesting. So make sure you have selenium so your virus doesn't become more virulent. We don't want that. Selenium is also part of the unique antioxidants, glutathione peroxidase, that protects the body from oxidative stress and many complications. We like this. However, although seafood is considered to be a good source, we cannot saturate selenium protein P. Selenium protein P is what you measure in the blood to see if you have enough of selenium in the blood. So even if you eat seafood 5 times a week, you don't get enough. You get it? You have to have selenium in supplements in order to have enough in your cells, in your body, in order for your immune system to work properly. In any case, a versatile diet should be sought, as the selenium-containing proteins inter alia interact with vitamin E, which is another important antioxidant. So, here again, if you want to be able to absorb to absorb the selenium, you have to have vitamin E, because they work together. So, luckily, we have that in our supplements. So, Forever Supplements providing selenium. Forever Daily has quite a lot of selenium, thank God. Forever Nature Mean, and these work excellent together. Vitalize Men, because if you want to have the sperm counts up as well, it's good with both the zinc and the selenium. And Alpha Beta Care has quite a lot of selenium is there as well. So these are very good supplements for selenium. So let's talk about my favorite products and products to support the body and the immune system, immune supporting products. I take a lot of supplements, and I do it because I want to be on top and I want to be my best. And I support it by blood samples every 6 months, so I can monitor exactly where I am. And I can see I'm taking what I need, and it's a lot. So, of course, our aloe vera gel is the #1 product I take. Aloe vera has natural cleansing abilities that helps the digestive tract to absorb nutrients from the food we eat into the bloodstream, which means that when you eat, your body, your bowel system is more efficient to take the nutrients than if you don't. This is huge. Also, aloe vera, it doesn't matter which one of these aloe veras you drink, because they're all working, they're all good to say. But aloe vera helps to balance the microflora in the bowel system. So when you drink aloe vera, it's made of inner leaf gel with no preservatives, and it's as close as nature as you can get. It's 99% 7 pure inner leaf in the yellow, and then it goes down. No added preservatives, supports healthy digestion. Why is this important? It's important because you need the bacterial flora to be in balance. The body always wants to be in balance. And when it is that, then it's easier for the body to absorb nutrition. If your gut is in balance, 2 things happens. 1, you get more depressed, because if you have imbalance in your gut, your brain cannot read the signals from the body of your endorphins, your happy hormones, or happy signals. It can't read it, so you get more sad, you get more pushed down. Another thing is that 85% of your immune system is controlled from the gut. If the gut doesn't work, your immune system doesn't work. So it should really be in your interest to make sure to drink the aloe vera every day to help you support your immune system. It also supports nutrient absorption levels, which is very interesting because what is that? That's the antioxidants that supports the immune system. So it all goes together. Of course, it's vegan friendly, help maintains it's gluten-free. So aloe vera helps to maintain natural energy levels and have these cleansing abilities. And you know, the body is a complex system, but it all goes hand to hand. You know, it all fits together. So drink the aloe vera, then your microbes in your gut are more balanced, better, which means you can absorb more nutrients, which means you get more antioxidants, which means you can support your immune system several ways through the aloe vera. We have unique polysaccharides, asamanin, and other nutrients to help support the immune system. Or in fact, the asamanin is one of the key markers used by the IACS to indicate the quality in aloe vera. And we have more than double the amount required for certification. When the others are down here, we are up here. We're so far you can't even see them on the screen. You see? And we should be proud about that. RG, one of my favorites. Drink it several times a day. This is support with nitric oxide production. It helps support the cardiovascular system, promotes athletic performance, and has a delicious berry flavor. I'm going to go back. The primary ingredient is the L-arginine. It's a very powerful amino acid, and it helps the body to create the miracle molecule nitric oxide. This also means that we have better absorption. It means that your cells has better absorption. It means all over that your cells are working more efficient in your body. When you have this nitric oxide effect, it means that you get vasodilation. So your blood vessels, they are relaxing, and you get more flow in your bloodstream. And this has a very important role and function in cell division and healthy immune function as well. Forever RG takes the cardiovascular benefits even further, and even including key heart promoting nutrients. So the RG Plus has the L-arginine. It has a lot of antioxidants that we need. It has a lot, you know, the vitamins that we need. So make sure to drink your RG. Drink it, mix it in your aloe vera. Drink it just, you know, with water as it is. You can do it several ways. Don't heat it. Don't put it with hot water. It's not tea. What happens with water-soluble vitamins, if you get heat, they disappear. Then you're ruining the antioxidants. You don't want that. So only in cold or coldish water. The RG is for everybody. You know, it's for not only sports people. It's for everybody. My mom and dad, they love it. I keep on putting it on them, so I know they're going to drink it because it's good for them. It's good for everybody. It supports your immune system. It's important. Another product that's excellent is our Forever Super Greens, another of my favorite products. This Super Green is perfection. You can mix it with your Forever Ultra Light. I love it with my vanilla shake. You can, some people mix it in aloe vera with Super Greens and RG Plus. I mean, nothing is wrong. You can do all you want. It has spinach in there with a lot of iron. It has goji berry, which contains lithium. That's an antioxidant, powerful antioxidant. Green teas for your metabolism to keep your energy levels up. Grapeseed is also another powerful antioxidant. Magnesium, which is mainly healthy muscles, but also muscle response, and magnesium also makes you sleep better. So if you sleep a bit uneasy, take Super Greens before you go to bed. It will make you sleep better. Super Green has a blend of more than 20 fruits and vegetables. It's superfoods and aloe. It supports the pH balance and immunity. And why is the pH balance important? Maybe you've heard about basic food and acidic food. Well, this is basic. We want to have basic foods because it's better for our body and better for our cells. So this is very, very good to help your body be alkaline. It supports natural energy levels and metabolism, high in antioxidants, vitamin C and E, and the magnesium. Most people don't get enough magnesium, and you need magnesium. And you also need magnesium, you know, for it has a lot of functions in your body. So drink super greens. Forever Daily really lives up to its name. Forever Daily is the perfect balanced blend of 55 nutrients. It's an ideal solution to fill gaps in vitamin intake. It has exclusive AOS complex. I'm going to tell you more what that is. Forever Daily, I'll try again. Forever Daily also includes our Forever FVX20 blend. And this is an innovative fusion of phytonutrients and bioflavonoids derived from fruits and vegetables. And why is this important? Well, phytonutrients has, you know, it's so high tech that we don't really know what it's doing, but we know it's good for the cells. We know it's good for the body. It has a positive effect on our health. And proper nutrition isn't just about how many vitamins you take, but it's also about how bioavailable are they? How can the body absorb them? And all our vitamins, they are built together for maximum absorption. So our body can absorb everything. All our vitamins are bioavailable. A lot of people ask me, oh, why should I buy your products instead of going to the pharmacy buying? Because here, what you pay for, you can use 100%. You have no clue what you get out there. Maybe it's cheaper, but you get what you pay for, and the body can't use it. The body can't absorb it. So it doesn't support your immune system in any way, which is waste. Here we know everything works. It's the best ingredients. It's the ingredients that makes the product. Remember that. So with our exclusive AOS complex, it's a combination of aloe, vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and aloe polysaccharides, and is specially designed to improve utilization of essential nutrients by the body. So this is the perfect multivitamin you take every day. So the Forever FVX20 blend, we never talk about these things. And I think it's important because it's important you understand why this is so unique. This is not just a multivitamin. This is a fucking power multivitamin. It's the difference. Yeah, do you get it? It has apple powder, beet powder, red peppers powder, tomato powder, strawberry, cranberry, acerola, cabbage, spinach, onion, mangosteen, acai, blackberry, pomegranate, blueberry, broccoli, kale, carrot, pumpkin, grape. Okay, are there any similarities to something named supergreen maybe? Well, that's because these are so powerful. You cannot compare them. They have nothing to do, but it's the phytonutrients inside that we need and the body needs. The AOS complex, that is advanced cellular support blend, is citrus bioflavonoids, curtain, aloe vera gel, rutin, hesperidin, alpha-lipoic acid, coenzyme Q10, lutein, lycopene, xanthine, resveratrol. You know, there's a lot of, it's not much of each, but it's enough to make a difference in your body and your cells. You don't want another multivitamin. You only want this because it's Forever Daily. You take 2 a day, that's it. 2 a day. And it's complemented. You take Vitalized Woman together with the Forever Daily. You take Forever Nutrimine together with Forever Daily. You take Forever Immunoblend together with Forever Daily. You don't take one or the other. You take them together. And you take it in the morning because it has a lot of B vitamins in there. And B vitamins are vitamins that boost the okay, I'm gonna find the words, that boost the I lost the words, it's gonna come, hang on. B vitamins are, never mind. It gives you energy. It's energy yielding vitamins that makes your cells work. So you don't want to have it before you go to bed. So what vitamins, nutrients do you need each day? Well, vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, iron, calcium. And you find all these in your Forever Daily supplement. So this is the only, you don't need to go anywhere else. You get so much extra, but only vitamins, because you get all the botanical things in there as well. And we need this, it's better for the body. Calcium. Forever Calcium is one of these products that are underestimated. It helps to build strong bones. It promotes optimal bone health, helps reduce risk of osteoporosis when combined with a healthy lifestyle, key blends of nutrients and minerals, and gluten-free. This is not the most important in my world, because you have magnesium in there, you have zinc in there, you have D vitamin in there. This is a power blend, and you all need to have this together with your Forever Daily. Forever Calcium you take at night. Forever Daily you take in the morning. Forever Calcium you take at night. It contains magnesium, so you sleep better. There's a reason why Forever Calcium is not inside Forever Daily. It's because you're supposed to take them separate. So Forever Calcium you take at night, Forever Daily you take in the morning. Forever Calcium delivers calcium and vitamin D to help you maintain proper bone health. And remember, if you're in menopause, it's even more important that you get extra calcium, because when your estrogen level falls down, you don't get sufficient calcium into your bones, and you can get osteoporosis, which is really not necessary because you can take our Forever Calcium supplement. Our exclusive blend uses patented D-calcium malate, which allows your body to absorb more of this vital mineral. We also added ideal quantities of vitamin D, magnesium, and zinc to help further maintain bone health while ensuring maximum absorption and bioavailability. This is your go-to strengthen your immune system vitamin mineral supplement. You take this together with your Forever Daily. I'm running late. I'm going to talk faster because there's so much to talk about. Forever Active Pro promotes healthy digestive system, also to bypass stomach acid for optimal delivery within the intestines, contains 6 synergetic strains, including clinically studied Lactobacillus rhamnosus, over 8 billion CFUs. What you need to know about Forever Active Pro B is it's not just another lactic acid probiotic. This one is unique because it has 2 strains that also helps you to support your little intestine. What was happening in the little intestine? We have lymph nodes in the little intestine that helps us support our immune system. It was the Peyer's patches. They're in the small intestine, and they are keeping an eye on the bacterial population and preventing growth of pathogens. And that's a very important part of the immune system. So if we don't have the bacteria flora in balance in our little intestine, we can be in problems. It's also in the little intestine, if we have leaky gut syndrome, that's there where it's happening. It's in the little intestine where the nutrients are being divided from the waste and going out in the blood to support our body. This is unique. Not everybody has that. So we have 6 strains, 8 billion CFU, colony forming units, which means the bacteria goes in there and they help building colonies and pushing out the bad bacteria, so the good bacteria is moving in, pushing out the bad ones. When we have 2 strains for the little intestine, and it's the Bifidobacterus lactis, it's the main one for the little intestine. This is unique. So this is, if not all the other things, this is one of the reasons you do not want to have any other probiotic in your cupboard at all. This is what you need. This is what you take. It has a veil that prevents light to come into the capsule, but you can actually open the capsule, pour it out on your food, and eat it immediately, because these are made with. It's the same technique actually as our aloe vera. So it's made with cryotechnology, which makes the bacteria dormant. So it's asleep and it wakes up in the intestine where it needs to be in due time. So don't store these in warm temperatures. If you're in Dubai or somewhere and your air conditioner is broken, put it in your fridge. You don't want to go over 35 degrees because then it starts to activate them. These are amazing probiotics. Forever Active C features a blend of oils to provide you with a perfect balanced omega-3 supplement. It has fish, calamari, and high oleic olive oil supports keys to your body, including your cardiovascular, digestive system, your immune system, your brain, and your eye health. If you have very dry skin, you might want to knot up your Arctic Sea, because if you don't get enough of your fatty acids, your skin will be very dry and brittle. Your nails can be dry, your hair can be dry, because it comes from the inside out. This Arctic Sea has the perfect balance of EPA and DHA. So your body doesn't have to waste resources on converting the ALA into EPA and DHA. So it is again bioavailable and goes directly into the cells. And this is for optimal usage. Food is often not enough to get the right balance of EPA and DH. A lot of people say, oh, I read plenty of avocados and plenty of fish. Yeah, well, it's not going to help you, because you need to have EPA and DHA exactly in the right levels. And it's very difficult when you're eating food out there, because you haven't got a clue what you find where and how much. So if you want to be sure you get the essential fatty acids, essential means it's important for your life that you get them, then you have to have the supplements. So you are sure. That's your life insurance to make sure that you will be topped up in every aspect. Forever Immu Blend, we don't have this in Scandinavia. This is an amazing supplement. So if you ever get abroad, order it when you're there and bring it home. This supports and strengthens the immune system. This is a full body approach to immune health. It promotes immune cell production and helps strengthen the immune cells. It has a very unique Mitake Shatse mushroom powder. It has a lot of zinc in there as well. It supports and strengthens the immune system. It's vegetarian friendly. It has some milk in there. So if you're vegan, you know, I'm vegan and I'm saying, excuse my language, fuck that, because this is so important. So I'm taking it anyway. And I'm thinking it's so little, so it doesn't matter. It's gluten-free as well. If you have the opportunity to get this product, get it, because it's crazy how good it is. And a month and you can actually feel the difference. You take it together with your Forever Daily. Alpha Beta Care is our exclusive and potent and formulated of free radical fighting antioxidant power. This flagship supplement combines the key A vitamin and E vitamins with minerals that can help your body protect itself from damaging pollutions. This is a very, very important product to help support our immune system as well. It helps free radicals, fight free radicals. The free radicals is what can make us become very, very sick when we get virus or bacteria if you don't have enough antioxidants. So this is the go-to product you want to have. It's a very high potency formula. Every day our body is exposed to oxidative stress from environmental factors like smoke, pollution, stress. Free radicals can damage our cells. And antioxidants play a key role in helping our body defend ourselves from damaging free radicals. And Alpha Beta Carry is our exclusive and potent formula of free radical fighting antioxidant powder. It's an amazing product. We can't get it in Denmark, but you can buy it in Sweden, for example. That's what I do. So any Danes online, when you go to the head office, you know, stock up with Alpha Beta Care. The thing is that A vitamin and E vitamin are both fat soluble vitamins. But when you have Beta Care, you cannot get too much. It's only from meat you can get a toxic reaction if you get too much A vitamin, but you cannot do that on supplements. So don't worry, you cannot get too much. It's also A vitamin. If you've seen these bronzing pills you can take, that's big amounts, big amounts of A vitamin, makes you look more orange in the skin. So don't go there. Stay to the instructions on the bottle. That's sufficient. That's what the body needs. That's enough. Oh, bee propolis, again, amazing product. Supports the body's defenses, contains natural nutritional compounds, chewable and easy to digest. Personally, I'm swallowing it. I don't like the taste. Vegetarian friendly, gluten-free. Bee propolis is very amazing. Did you know that to produce propolis, honeybees collect glue materials. They fly from flower to flower, they're on the tree. So propolis contains a lot of different ingredients, constituents, more than 600, such as polyphenols, terpenoids, steroids, amino acids. And there's beeswax in there, and there's a bit of honey in there, and there's a bit of royal jelly in there. So there's a little bit of everything. And the funny thing is that we can't copy it. You can't make real propolis artificially. It has to come from the bees. And propolis is what the bees uses inside the beehive, the most sterile place on earth. They put it inside to prevent virus infection or fungus to enter the beehive. And what Forever does, because we always take care of the bees, we don't want to harm the bees. So what they do is that they put like plates inside. So the bees says, oh, we better put on some more propolis. And they can lift up the plates and get the propolis off. So imagine how many times they need to do this to get us our pills. It's amazing. Polyphenols are antioxidants to help to support the immune system. Studies have suggested that propolis showed immunomodulatory effects on macrophage function. You remember the macrophage was the big one who ate the infected cell. There was the big white cell that ate the germ. Propolis is complementary and alternative agent that may achieve a more effective immune system when the immune response is not sufficient. When I do, whenever I feel something, I take 4 propolis every 4 hours, and usually I survive by that. I very seldom go down with a flu or a cold or anything. This is my go-to. This is my nature's, the bees' antibiotic system, what they use to keep everything out. So if it works for them, it should, it must work for me. There's no food to get propolis in your diet. This means you have to have it by supplement. And we can't make it artificially. So another product from the bees is royal jelly. I always have royal jelly with me, and I eat it all during the day. I suck on it in the mouth. And what the bees do with the royal jelly is that when the queen bee is larger than the worker bees, and she's the only one who's fertile. So when she gets the worker bees, she selects 2 bees that look strong. She puts them into royal jelly, and they lay and absorb royal jelly. And then she takes the one she likes the best, and she kills the other one. That's the tough life of a bee. But because she takes the working bee and puts it in royal jelly, it means the working bee becomes 6 or 7 times larger than a working bee. It becomes fertile, so it can make baby bees. And it lives approximately 10 times longer than a working bee. Royal jelly does that. Hell, I'm gonna eat royal jelly. It's a natural energy booster, has a lot of B5 in there, support health and wellness, all natural, vegetarian friendly, gluten-free, and has it has so many benefits and so many sources, and the bees are incredible. So I think anything that comes from the bees, you need to have. You need to have that. It has natural proteins, fatty acids, mineral salts, amino acids, vitamins to support health and wellness. And it's a natural source of energy. You just need this. I mean, I love royal jelly. I have it every day, several times a day. It's my go-to candy. Forever Garlic Thyme is one of these other products that I love and I use every day. This fights, again, oxidative stress. And every time you see oxidative stress and it fights it, or it's an antioxidant, you need it because this boosts your immune system. This is a 2-pound show with garlic and thyme. And Forever Garlic Thyme is odorless. It doesn't taste anything. You don't burp garlic or anything, and no one can smell it on you. And it's very good. It promotes cardiovascular health and enhances immunity. Garlic supports cardiovascular health because it contains beneficial compounds that promote healthy circulation. And it is also very good for the circulation in your intestines. So, this also means that your efficiency is bigger in your intestines when it comes to selecting, waste to go into the big colon and nutrients to go into the blood. So in here, you get everything you need to have a potent fuel to support your body's defenses. This is an amazing thing. And if you Google, you know, garlic and you Google thyme and you see back in history, this has been used for thousands of years. Also, sometimes what I do, if I feel a bit sluggish down, I just take a handful and I take it. You can't get too much garlic, can you? And I believe it helps, so that's what I do. Otherwise, I just, you know, take 2, 3 in the morning, 2, 3 in the night. You can also take them before your meals if you want to. You know, you can't do anything wrong. Do whatever suits you. For me, I forget to take it for the meals. So I take morning and evening. I have my morning pills and evening pills. Then I remember it. Forever Fields of Greens, again, packed in nutrition of barley grass and other important grass sorts. This is not only supplement with green nutrition, it's again phytonutrients and antioxidants. Again, what we need to support our immune system. It cleanses, detoxifies, helps to alkalize the body. Again, it helps the pH in the body. Contains beneficial phytonutrients, excellent green superfood and gluten-free. This has nothing to do with super green. It's not the same. You need to take both. Wheatgrass, barley grass, alfalfa are 3 ingredients that has been shown to help cleanse and detoxify the body. And wheatgrass contains alkaline properties to help to support a healthy lifestyle. You have cayenne pepper in there to help your body maintain healthy digestion and circulation. And it helps, you know, to get them the cells going and gives them energy. Again, I told you about goji berries. They contain lycium. And again, this is an ancient botanical formulated to improve and help your body with the best of what the nature has to offer. Lycium contains nutrients and has antioxidant properties to help to maintain good vision and energy. It's beneficial to eyesight and skin, a powerful tonic, good source of phytonutrients, gluten-free, again, suitable for vegetarians and vegans. Take 1 tablet 3 times a day. Actually, if you have cold sores, you can get that if you drink too much L-arginine. Then if you take lithium, that will balance it up. So lithium is really, really good if you take a lot of L-arginine, because these two are opponents to each other, so which is very good. These are references and everything I've said and all the claims I made. These are 4 pages. If anyone wants to have the references, please let me know, and I can either post them in the group or send them out to you. I hope this was a little bit longer than intended, but maybe I said so much that you don't have so many questions. But let's see if you have questions, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Hang on, I'm going to see how I get from here. Ooh. Hang on. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Questions. I don't see, Kim, I can't see the questions. For some reason, I can't see them. I can see there's 7, but when I open, I can't see them. Kim, can you help me with the questions because I can't open them? Maybe because I'm not the administrator. Kim, can you hear me? Kim, can you hear me? Kim is not there. Okay, I'm trying to see the questions and I can't see them. Maybe that's because I'm not the administrator for some reason. Answered, open. I'm going to try to call Kim to see if he can answer me. Try to call him. because of course you need to have your questions answered. Let's see. Okay, he doesn't answer. Okay, write your questions. Sorry to be this, Bart, but write your questions in the chat and I can see them. Because I can see the chat, I cannot see the Q&A. And there's 16 questions now. So if I could bother you to write them in the chat instead, and I can answer the questions there. Let me see. Didn't get the part of why you need to balance lithium with L-arginine. I said, if you have cold sores, herpes simplex infections, you can get that triggered if you take too much L-arginine. So if you take lithium, it will balance it up so it disappears. That's why. Because it's all about how much, hang on. Hi Kim. Jeg kan ikke se spørgsmålene. Jeg tror det er, fordi jeg ikke er administrator. Så det er 17 spørgsmål, men jeg kan ikke se dem. Men du er ikke på plads, kan jeg høre. Okay, super. Jamen, jeg tager det bare på. Ja, okay. Okay, fint, hej. Okay, let's see. Let's see, answer some more questions here. I'll go up. Let me see here. Does the Forever Kids also have the FVX blend and iOS? No, the Forever Kids does not have the FVX20 blend and iOS. It's only Forever Daily that has that. You have not said anything about bee pollen. No, that's because I didn't mention all products. I'm mentioning the products that has a specific immuno supportive effects in what I take. So I didn't take bee pollen, but bee pollen is an excellent product to take. I actually take bee pollen every day too. So you can take that. But it was just because I couldn't take all products. Fields of Green, are you sure that it's gluten-free? Yes, I am sure it's gluten-free. You don't get the slides of the training. You can get the references if you like to, but I'm not giving up the training slides because it can be taken out of context. And if you have the slides, you know, you're not saying what I'm saying. So this way, it's just to be compliant to make sure that, you know, you're not using the slides for trainings. No, only Brazil nut are brilliant for selenium, magnesium, phosphorus, and zinc. Only Brazil nut, not the other nuts. Which product reduces increased lymphocytes? That medicine does that. We don't have products for that. And remember, we are not a pharmaceutical company. We are a company that sell supplements. And we do, hang on, Kim is calling. Hello? Hallo? Men se hende nu? Jeg kan ikke se hende nu. Vent. Nej, kan ikke åbne dem. Nej, det er lige mig. Jeg tager dem på chatten her. Okay, jeg løber igen. Hej. Sorry. Hang on, I'm going to remove this because I can't see anything. Here we go. I'm going to go to the chat again. Okay. As I said, we are a look well, feel well company. We're not a pharmaceutical company. We don't cure. We don't help or support. What we do is that we support our immune system, for example, but we don't help or cure anything. So if someone has a disease, they need to go and see their doctor. They don't need to go and see us. Maya, what is your opinion about colon hydrotherapy among Forever products? I can't see why you should have colon hydrotherapy. I mean, I can't see what it's doing because you're going 20 centimeters up, you're not taking the whole colon anyway. So for me, I go more for healthy food and my supplements. Q&A, what is the way to remove dandruff from hairs after drinking plenty of water? If you have dandruff, it doesn't have to do anything with water like that. If you have dandruff, I would use Forever First because it's really, really good for a dry scalp. And I would use our jojoba shampoo and conditioner because that's also very good for dry scalp because it has lavender in there, which is good for that. So I would use that if you have dandruff. If someone has a lump in the lower abdomen by the right side, I would send them to the doctor. It's not up to us to treat anyone who has a problem. It's probably just some poo. They need to go to the toilet. So probably give them a lot of water and some fiber. In India, Forever Kids are not available. What can we give in place of kids? Our products, we follow what says on the labels. I mean, your kids can have Arctic Sea. They can have that, for example. That's good for kids too. Otherwise, follow what says on the labels, and we don't have any other products that are made for children. Then don't recommend any other products for children. To give concise advice to our customers now in the Corona times, what supplements should we advise them for the immune system? Top 3, for example. Well, first of all, don't ever, 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 ever mention Corona and our products. Here, the government is hitting hard down on people, even, making hidden suggestions. Our products are supplements. This is not medications. And by the way, there's no medication that works on Corona. Our products has nothing to do with Corona at all. We have products that are supporting a natural functioning immune system, and that's what we have. So this whole 2 hours has been all about immune supportive supplements. So 3 supplements for the immune system: Forever Daily, Forever Calcium, and Immunoblend, for example. But you can pick any one of what I said in the training. Here, what time of the day should we take each of the supplements? You mentioned daily in the morning and calcium in the evening, but how all the others? Well, basically, you take vitamins in the morning, and then you take Forever Calcium at night. So all the others you take in the morning. Usually you can read on them if you need to take them 3 times a day. You need to take them at night as well. But Forever Calcium, because it has magnesium inside, you take that at night. So otherwise they take the rest in the morning primarily. Which of the products are good for a person with diabetes, thyroid, hypertension, and increased uric acid? Again, we are not doctors. We do not recommend products based on people's illnesses. If you have diabetes, it means you need to balance your blood sugar. And here we have Forever Lean, for example. It has chromium inside, which in chromium helps to balance blood sugar levels. So that could be good for someone with diabetes. If you have thyroid problems, you need selenium, for example, because selenium helps to balance a thyroid. Hypertension, increased uric acid. Uric acid, you need super greens. It gives you better pH. Super greens, and Forever Greens has alkaline and balances your pH in the body, so that could be good for that. Hypertension is usually based on the food. You need to eat more healthy. Again, you also need to move, be outside, walk, and move your body as well. What would you recommend to a person who has super sensitive skin? It depends on sensitive skin. Propolis cream is always perfect for super sensitive skin. Propolis cream is for someone who's afraid to try anything. Start with that. Otherwise, we have perfect skincare that works for all skin types. So it's all about trying the product, and if it doesn't work, try something else. How many supplements can we take daily? You can take all the ones you need. I take all of them. I take all I mentioned today. I take plus some extra. Is there RG plus recommended for people with high blood pressure? Rg+, since Rg+ has nitric oxide and has vasodilation effect. When you have vasodilation, it means that the blood vessels, they dilate, so you get more flow and the pressure falls. So it's very good for people with high blood pressure. Let me see here. I have a question about B propolis. Do you take all 4 at once or spread it out? I take 4 tablets every 4 hours. 4 tablets, 4 hours, 4 tablets, 4 hours, 4 tablets, 4 hours, 4 tablets. That's how I take it. What can help a leukemia patient? You send your leukemia patient to the doctor. We are not a pharma company. We don't help sick people. Let's see. When can we eat calcium? What time is best? At night. Take the calcium at night. D vitamin is also better to, to take at night. So take ferrocalcium at night. It also has magnesium inside. Let's see. What are the products we can recommend to preferred customers? All of them. You have to listen to the customer. You have to listen for the customer's need. You have to listen what they need and what they need to have and what they want. So you have to listen to customers and then you recommend. What can we do RTC to the brain cells? What can we do RTC? Well, you see, Arctic Sea is good for the brain function as well, because we have a fatty layer in the brain, and all the cells has a fatty layer as well. And if you don't get enough fatty acid, the cells will get hardened and they can't divide right. So this is why you also need these essential fatty acids, and you need Arctic Sea every day. How much aloe vera does a breast cancer patient take? Listen, if someone has cancer, they don't take any aloe vera or vitamins at all. If you have cancer, you talk to your doctor. You see, if you have cancer, if you take immune strengthening vitamins or aloe vera, you will also strengthen the cancer cells. So if you have cancer, you follow your doctor's advice. You don't take any supplements at all while you are in treatment. So while you are in chemotherapy or in radiation, you don't take anything. You follow your doctor's advice. When you're out of chemotherapy, when you're out of radiation, you can take supplements to support your system. But during treatments, you don't take anything. You follow your doctor's advice. Please explain about gluten-free stuff. Well, when something is gluten-free, it means that the gluten is removed. The gluten is the proteins in wheat, and some people are intolerant to this. So gluten is actually the nutrition in the wheat. Also, explain when you say you have to take vitamin D with nuts. I said, if you are drinking Rg+, for example, there's D vitamin in there, and you want to utilize the D vitamin, you need to have something fatty. You can eat avocado, you can eat a nut, you can eat anything, a piece of egg yolk, anything with fat inside, or something with butter on it, anything with fat, in order to be able to absorb the D vitamins. I would put the references in the group so you can see them. Let me see here. Can you please suggest what products are helpful in joint pain? Again, we are not a pharmaceutical company, but we have excellent products for joint care. We have Active HA, which is very good because it has hyaluronic acid inside of it, and hyaluronic acid you also have in the joints, so it gives you more liquid in there, so it helps. We have Forever Move, which is very, very good as well. Arctic Sea is very good as well because you need fatty acids for your joints as well. We have MSM gel, and we have heat lotions, which are very, very good as well. You said Forever Daily to be taken during day, calcium at night. Why so, please? Because you have vitamins and minerals that are interacting, so they are working against each other. So Forever Daily, you take a day, and Forever Calcium with magnesium and D vitamin and zinc, you take at night. That's just how it is. Let's see. tell me the benefits of aloe jojoba shampoo. Well, aloe jojoba shampoo is very hydrating and it's very calming on the scalp. It contains lavendula, which is very good for dry and irritated skin. It's a very nutritional. It has a lot of fatty acids inside as well, and vitamins. So it's really nutrition for your hair and your scalp. When I take Fields of Green, I feel constipated. What should I take to prevent constipation? You need to drink at least 6 bottles of this every day to have enough liquids in your body. You drink 2.5 to 3 liters a day. If you drink that, you don't get constipated. It's because you don't drink enough. My husband can't take algae because he's lactose intolerant and react to this. Have you experienced with lactose intolerant? I never ever heard of anyone being lactose intolerant to algae because there's no milk in there. So it doesn't make any sense at all. Are you sure he didn't eat or drink anything else? Because there's no lactose in the algae plus at all. Let me see. Any way out of baldness? No. I have to, no, I'm not sending the PowerPoint to anyone. It is suggested to take Garcinia and Arctic Sea both simultaneous at a time. Well, Arctic Sea you take in the morning and in the night. I take Arctic Sea morning and night with my food. Garcinia you take 20 to 30 minutes before food. So you don't take them at the same time, do you? Because Garcinia you take 20 to 30 minutes before food. Arctic Sea you take with all your vitamins with your breakfast, for example. So no, you don't take them at the same time. You're from India, and most of people are vegetarian, and how to resolve this problem, because lots of our products are non-vegetarian, please suggest. Well, actually, most of our products are vegetarian, but they're not vegan. I'm vegan, but I'm taking the products anyway, because for me, it's so important and it's so little. So for me, I'm vegan because of health reasons, not because I believe of the animals or anything like that. But most products are actually vegetarian. So you shouldn't be a problem. Anything else to take with RJ Plus? I'm allergic to hazelnut. Yeah, you can take avocado or anything with fat in it. Anything. You can have your oatmeal. That's fat in that as well. Arthritis problem, I already answered that with joints. Is Arctic Sea good for a mother who's feeding a child? Arctic Sea is good for everybody. It's essential fatty acids. Everybody needs to have them. We don't have forever calcium in India. What can we suggest to someone with calcium deficiency? Broccoli, spinach, celery. Celery has a lot of calcium. And in India, you eat a lot of vegetables, so it shouldn't be a problem. Dandruff is a bacterial imbalance problem in the gut, stress and diet. Dandruff. No, dandruff is when you have in the hair, the white thing that falls off. So I don't understand the question, Joshua. Can you give a child a quarter of absorbent C? Yes, you can give a child a whole absorbent C. They will pee it out, no problem. Just give them a whole one. They chew it, they love it. They usually chew the Arctic Sea as well, and the garlic. Can you suggest lifestyle for pure vegetarian person to avoid need of any supplements? No, everybody needs supplements, especially vegans and vegetarians. Everybody needs supplements. You can't say you can eat, and that's what I explained, that today it's not sufficient with the food because the lack of nutrients in the soil, and that they pick the fruits and vegetables before they're ripe. So everybody needs supplements, everybody. Is there any chance if you drink different kinds of vitamins at the same will contradict each other? Yes, this is why you take Forever Daily and vitamins in the morning. You take Forever Calcium with magnesium and vitamin D at night. Is it required to take all of the before mentioned products every day? Yes, you have to take vitamin and minerals every day. Every day. It takes, depending on your body, 1 to 3 months before you are up to speed, up to date in your cells. You have to take it every day. You can't just take it when you think that, oh, I'm about to get sick, because it takes a month before it's up to speed. So you have to take it every day. You're planning ahead. This is an investment in your health. It's an investment in your immune system, and an investment in yourself. You take it every day. I'm 21. How can I use Arctic Sea correctly? Well, you take 4 in the morning and 4 in the night. Personally, I take 6 in the morning and 6 at night with my food. because I know how important it is. I want to have high doses, but you otherwise follow what says on the label and take 3 in the morning and 3 at the night with food. Can a Forever Fields of Green supplement help lose weight? Well, the only way to lose weight is to eat less than you use. The progress in itself cannot help you lose weight. It's your actions that will help you lose weight. If you eat healthy foods, if you move, then you will lose weight. But just taking a product, you won't lose weight. Would you recommend to take super greens in the evening instead of the morning? Yes, if you're only going to take super green one time in a day, take it at night. But I'm taking it morning and night. So can I take RG and super greens together? Yes, you can take it together. Can we recommend RG to a person with high blood pressure? Yes, definitely. Right way of using supplements, I don't understand that question. If consumption of Arctic sea with milk products like curd is harmful, no, you can have Arctic sea with milk products. That's no problem. It doesn't matter. You can do that. It's good. It's fatty. It's good. Is there any way that supplements could help someone that has been trying to conceive and has been failing to have a chance of conceiving at all? Yes, zinc has a big role in fertility, both for men and women. So zinc is very important to have big. And you know, when you want to conceive, you have to have, your body has to be in balance. So all vitamins and minerals are important for your body to work properly. Because if your body is too much in imbalance, it can be difficult. When you have boiling water with salt for itchy throat, you are not sipping it. Then when you throw up, you're gargling it. There's a lot of salt. You gargle it, and you spit it out. When will be your next webinar? I don't know. What supplement can someone who has discomfort in the chest take? They need to go to their doctor. We are not pharmaceuticals. We don't. When we use Vitalize Men, morning or evening, you take Vitalize Men in the morning, Vitalize Men in the morning, together with your Forever Daily. I found that this is very between FBO and clients. I found that this is a very sensitive topic between FBOs and clients. Should I, as an FBO, be confident to say that whatever I recommend for them should work? Yes, definitely. What you know works for you, will work for others as well. And if they don't like the product, they can always return it. So yes, definitely be confident. Tell me about gluten-free. I already did. D vitamin must be taken with fat. Will Arctic sea be okay then? Yeah, because Arctic sea is fat soluble as well. So that's why it's in oil. So yeah, it should be enough. Does Arctic sea help enhancing memory or reduce aggressiveness? No, Arctic sea is fatty acid. It doesn't help on that. Zinc can help on memory. Vitamin D can help on memory. But reduce aggressiveness? No, I think you need therapy for that. Lots of royal jelly for conception. Yes, royal jelly is very good if you are in menopause or if you have teenagers or if you want to have a baby. It has a lot of B5 inside of it. What kind of supplements can a boy with issues of cerebral paralysis do? He needs all the supplements like everybody else. Which product is best to substitute Forever Freedom? Forever Move, Forever Active HA is best to, and aloe vera, of course. What do you suggest to balance hormones? Zinc, vitamin D, Forever Daily, Forever Calcium, Nutramine. You need all the vitamins and minerals to balance your hormones. Of course, everything is interacted, everything is together. All the products symbiotically work together using aloe as in the center. That's true. They all work intertwined. The RG Plus, when I give it to my mom, she has nausea and just feeling bad after drinking it. Why is that? Has it something to do with she's taking heart medicine? Yes, it can. You see, if she has low blood pressure and if she gets blood pressure eliminating medication, she can get nausea because her blood pressure falls down too low. Then you need to talk to the doctor, what products can someone who has fibroid take? They need to go to the doctor. What products suggest for hair falling? Zinc, vitamin B, vitamin A, all vitamins and minerals you need for your hair. One of my customers have blood thinner medicine. Can she use RG? If you're blood thinning medicine, it shouldn't be a problem, but you know, always ask the doctor, because the doctor know her medicine, and all doctors know RG plus, because RG plus had the nitric oxide effect was actually got a Nobel Prize in 1998. So all doctors, especially heart doctors, know L-arginine. So ask the doctor. I'm not the right person to ask. I'm not a doctor. Ask the doctor. They know the medicine, and they know the patient. Is Lysin Plus good for high blood pressure? No. What is the difference between iVision and Vision? iVision is the newer product. They have some of the same ingredients, but iVision has Lutemax inside, which is a patented product, and Vision doesn't have that. I take RG at night and has a shot. What do I need to take with it just to aid sleep at night? I'm not getting the vitamin D. Well, you need the vitamin D to sleep, and you need to take magnesium at night. So take super greens at night and take the forever calcium at night. Then you will sleep better. Magnesium makes you sleep better at night. Yes, there will be a recording. It will be a recording in the group. The live training is going to be in the group, so you will have a recording so you can see it again. Can you use aloe sunscreen on a newborn baby? There's no need to use sunscreen on a newborn baby, because a newborn baby shouldn't be in the sun at all. You cover the baby up and you shadow it, so it shouldn't be. So I wouldn't put aloe sunscreen on a newborn baby. I wouldn't do that. Can someone drink alcohol after taking forever supplements? Yes, but why should you? Don't drink alcohol. It ruins your immune system. But alcohol, yeah, you can drink alcohol after taking. You need even more supplements if you drink alcohol, because alcohol ruins your antioxidants. So you need even more. Can Arctic sea reduce cholesterol? Yes, it can, because these are the essential fatty acids that help you work against the bad cholesterol acids. So it actually can. What can I take if you are tired all the time? You can take, well, first of all, you need vitamins and minerals for the body for the cells to work. You can take RG Plus to get energy. You can take Forever Therm, that gives you a kick as well. It's very good if you work at night. I don't have any effect when I take RG. How can that be? Well, RG Plus works when you move. If you don't do anything, you can't feel it. But if you're active, you can feel it. The L-arginine is still there. It's still having its nitrogen oxide effect. But if you don't do anything, you won't notice it. This is why you can take it at night and it won't keep you awake. But if you do it and you do sports, you get more energy. You can do more. Which supplements can we recommend to regrowth of hair? For regrowth of hair, you need vitamin A, zinc, D, all the B vitamins. So you need basically all the vitamins and minerals. In order for, when your body is balanced, everything will work. If you're not in balance, you will lose hair. Your nails will be brittle. You know, your skin will be dry. You need to be in balance. The body always strives to be in balance. So you need all the vitamins and minerals. What are the benefits of taking multi-maca? Multi-maca gives you energy, but it's also a brain. It gives you more energy in the brain, gives you more focus. Forever iVision, does it also help a person who has cataracts? Well, listen, you need to go to a doctor for that. I'm not a doctor, so no. I'm not genetic from, is it not genetic that more protein intake helps with hair? No, hair and protein doesn't have anything to do with each other at all. So no. I have a friend that forgets things easily. Which supplements can I recommend for her? Again, if you forget things easily, D vitamin, zinc, basically all vitamins and minerals. You need to have the body in balance. Supplements for itching skin. Arctic sea, usually if you have very dry skin, it's because you don't have enough fatty acids. There are so many supplements to boost immune. What happens when there are customers who have cells attacking good cells, overactive immune system? Well, it's different because when you have, I have an autoimmune disease as well. I have Hashimoto. So my cells are attacking too, but it doesn't attack everything. It's just attacking a certain strains of cells. And by eating extra antioxidants, by eating extra, I can lower my inflammatory cell response. So When you have autoimmune diseases, you need even more. And especially selenium, zinc, A, E, you need all the vitamins. Because you have the overactive immune system in certain strains because you have a deficiency. So you need to boost it all up. Can you make skincare training? Yes, I can do that. Does pregnant lady take supplements and aloe? Well, usually we don't recommend to start taking aloe vera when you're pregnant if you never drank it before. It's not because it's dangerous or anything, but we don't want it to be a reason if something happens to say it was that. But if you are an FBO and you drink aloe vera and you take your supplements, you just continue. It's supplements. It's no medication. Aloe vera is vegetable juice. It's nothing dangerous in there at all. Vegetarianism is considered whole if there are none meat, fish, chicken, eggs. I don't quite understand, Kalai. To be vegetarian is considered whole if there are none meat, fish, chicken, eggs. I don't understand your question. I'm vegan because when you're vegan, your blood is clearer. It doesn't clog up. What can I recommend for someone who's been struggling with constitution for almost 2 years and for them to toilet, they flush themselves? A lot of water, drink a lot of aloe vera and fiber. Does absorbent C cause cough? A client complaint. No, definitely not. Absorbent C is a C vitamin, does not cause cough. Maybe the client had a cough anyway, but absorbent C should actually help on the cough because it's an antioxidant. Can someone below 16 years take Immublend? If it's a customer, you follow what it says on the jar. If it's your daughter, for example, you can give it to her. But for clients, we follow the rules that are on the jars. Beehive products are for kids also, 3 to 15 years age group. Well, again, our supplements are made from 15 years and up because supplements are not tested on kids, so we don't know the reactions. So when you have clients, people who are not in your family, you always follow the rules and you follow what's on the label. If it's yourself and your own family, of course they can use it because it's just supplements. Do they eat food? Then they can take supplement. Do they eat food? Then they can drink aloe vera. But we follow the rules and read on the labels whenever it is for clients. We always follow the rules. I have a friend that forgets things easily. I already answered that. Supplements for regular parentheses, go to the doctor. You said about Arctic Sea that I can take it before eating, once in the morning, once at night. You take it together with food. Arctic Sea together with food. You take 3 in the morning and 3 at night. Can you give bee propolis to a toddler? If it's your own child, yes. If it's a customer, no. Is there an email contact task for the questions? Yes, you can find me on Facebook and write me a question. A lot of people do that. My name is Martina Banach, so I'm online. You can find me there. Let me see. Can pregnant lady take our supplements? Yes, pregnant ladies need supplements, and they can ask their doctor what supplements they need, especially when they're pregnant. Bee pollen makes me hungry, contrary by being suppressing appetite. Garcinia doesn't work for me. Please, what can I take to suppress appetite? I've taken C9 before as well, didn't get result. Well, Damilola, when you do C9, I do a whole training on this. You need to eat a lot, especially day 1 and 2, because you need to boost your you need to boost your metabolism. But this is a long discussion. Garcinia works for everybody. But you have to take it right. You have to take 2 Garcinia 20 to 30 minutes before food. It doesn't mean you can eat all you want. You still have to eat sensible and good food. Bee pollen makes you hungry. Never heard about that. I take bee pollen every morning, every night, and it doesn't make me hungry. I don't know. We don't, you should try Forever Lean. Forever Lean contains chrome, and chrome helps to balance the blood sugar levels. And that makes, you don't get the sugar rush and you don't have the cravings. So try Forever Lean. That would probably be a good solution for you. Should you take soup greens at night? You can do that. You can take super greens at night. Can pregnant lady take our supplements? I already answered that. What does it mean, oil soluble and water soluble? It means if a vitamin A, D, E, K are fat soluble vitamins, it means you have to have fat in order for the body to absorb the vitamins. All the B vitamins and C vitamin are water soluble. It means you need to have water in order for the cells to absorb them. The fat soluble can take heat, light and air better. The water soluble are very they can't take oxygen and light and heat, then they get destroyed. What is the different role of whey protein and soy protein, and why soy protein is not suggested for men? Okay, why is soy, who says soy is not suggested for men? You must be from India or something, because you have a funny way of thinking over there. You see, our soy, in our Ferro Ultra Shake, we have used soy protein because soy protein is the most complete protein you can get. It's one of the protein sources that contains all 9 essential amino acids, all 9, which is very, very good. And when you take soy protein, the body can use it for 1.5 hours to absorb it into the cells, into the muscles, where other protein is only for an hour. Whey is from milk, and this is the garbage from cheese and milk production. So whey is really, really cheap and really bad. The body cannot break down the fat from milk and has quite a problem to absorb the proteins from milk. So soy protein, our soy protein is non-GMO. It's not gene modified at all. You do not have a problem with plant estrogens at all. It has nothing to do with estrogens. A man who takes our Ferro Ultra Shake will not get boobs. You will not become a woman. You know, my husband drinks soy protein every day, and he's fit and well trained, and he's a real man. Let me say you that. So, and I drink it every day too. And our Forever Ultra Shake is a very, very good solution now, because as I said, all our antibodies are made of proteins. So we don't want to be protein insufficient. We want to have enough proteins in the body. Can diabetic patients take bee honey and royal jelly? Honey, you should be careful, because when you have diabetes, you have problems with your insulin. So bee honey depends on how bad their insulin is and how much insulin they take. Royal jelly you can take, no problem. What supplements someone with endometriosis? Ask your doctor. Can women also take Vitalized Men? No, Vitalized Men is made for men. It's to support male hormones. You don't want to take this if you're a woman. Can pregnant lady take our supplements? Yes. What can be recommended for a boy of 8 years with partial risk? I already answered this. Ask your doctor, because we are no pharmacists. We're no doctors. They need all the vitamins and minerals like everybody else. They need all vitamins and minerals in aloe vera. My father has skin fungi in his face in the name Veroplan. Think, what can I give him? If you have skin fungi, use aloe vera. Aloe vera is killing fungi, so use aloe vera. Just take our yellow aloe vera and put, or first spray. That will take care of that. Can we use lysin plus and high blood pressure? No. Sorry, no toddler be properly school. Sorry, no toddler and be properly preschool. If it's your own child, yes. If it's a customer, no. You have mentioned menopause a couple of times. Any supplements that are particularly good in this period of life, and why? Yes. When you're in menopause, you have a lot of changes in your body. You need extra D vitamin, you need extra calcium, you need extra selenium, you need extra zinc. You just need to stock up all the vitamins and minerals. It's more important than ever. So calcium, absolutely, and vitamin D, you need extra. And royal jelly is very good when you are in menopause as well. I get tired when I take RG. Strange. I can't explain why. Maybe because you don't do enough. You need to be more active. When breastfeeding, what supplements can I take for myself? When you're breastfeeding, you need all the supplements as everybody else. You need to be balanced. You need to have a balance in your body. So you need all the supplements. What products to reduce uric acid and help chronic kidney disease? Ask your doctor. What can we suggest to clean vascularly? vascular in our body? OG+. What product helps with prostate apartment from vitalized men? What products help with prostate apartment from vitalized men? Vitalized men helps. I don't understand the question actually. What does it say? Are omegas and vitamin C good for pregnant lady? Yes, a pregnant lady needs all vitamins and minerals. I know it's not immune related, but you have given me so good advice to me on my rosacea skin. Are there any exfoliator I can use? I hunger for it. Are aloe scrub gentle enough? No. It depends on how bad it is. You can try. You can try and maybe only use it once a month, not to aggravate. Try it. It's the best. It can't be dangerous, you know, but use it once a month and only once a month and see how it works for you. Can we use Active Pro B in the morning and in the evening? You only need one Active Pro B. You can take it anytime you want because it's activated in your intestine where it's supposed to be. So it doesn't matter when you take it. So just take one. You don't need to take more. My father is suffering from skin infection and he has been using aloe vera gel with aloe vera jelly cream and propolis cream and aloe first for 1.5 years, but he has not completely free from this issue. Well, maybe you should look on the inside. If you drink aloe vera and if you take vitamins and minerals, you will strengthen your immune system from the inside and you will strengthen the cells. So maybe it's not enough just to take it from the top. Maybe you need to work from the inside. Is Vitalized Moment only for grown-ups or fine for a 16-year-old? A 16-year-old can take Vitalized Woman. It's okay. What should we give our client if they have body odor problem? Soap and our deodorant, Forever Shield. Supplement for acne. For acne, you need to use our hand soap for cleansing. You need to use our balancing toner to get the right pH of the skin. You need to have the propolis cream and the jelly. The propolis cream where you have dry and the jelly when you are fatty, usually in the T-zone. And the propolis cream you can also take directly on the acne at night. That's all you need. Ulcerative colitis, is aloe vera good or no good? Definitely good. Let's see here. Arctic sea and algae. Can they increase blood pressure in some people? No, definitely not. Can you please give me a little information about Clean 9? No, that's a whole training by itself. So I cannot give a Clean 9. That takes an hour just talking about that. Which product do you suggest for testosterone and libido increase? OG Plus has the same effect as Viagra. So that's definitely works because it's circulation. Now I lost the word. This Chinese herb is also very good. It is a bit. A man said the soy protein affects his sperm. Well, everything we eat affects his sperm. If you eat red meat, it's the worst. So soy protein doesn't have an effect on sperm, doesn't change it at all. But if you don't drink enough, the sperm gets more thick. If you drink a lot, it gets more runny. If you have very acidy food, it has a different color and structure. So, it depends on what you're eating. You can't say it's from the soy shake because it takes a couple of days, so he wouldn't know. Why is our honey so special due to others on the market? Thanks. Our honey is special because it has a lower GI, a lower glycogenic index. So it means it has lower sugar level, so it doesn't boost your blood sugar levels. That's why. Can you do C9 when you're breastfeeding? I would not recommend a C9 when you're breastfeeding. You could do a C9, alter it, but I'm not going to talk about that here because it takes too much time. After a Clean 9 program, a customer monthly circle have stopped flowing and she's over 40. The C9 has nothing to do with your periods. Maybe she's in menopause. You shouldn't have any effect on that at all. Please suggest intimate hygiene in intimate darkness. Well, intimate hygiene is our hand soap. It has the same pH as our skin, so it doesn't disturb the flora in the vagina. So our hand soap is excellent to use for intimate hygiene. And If you have dryness, use our furry jelly. Come here. Okay, my little dog wants to come up. Beware of the time, please. Yes, we have to stop now because we are past time, and Booby has been very, very patient. Never eat nutrition on empty stomach. You always have to eat food and then take your supplements. If you take supplements on empty stomach, you can get really, really sick and get stomach cramps and nausea. What can be taken to fight yeast and thrush infection? Aloe vera is the best to fight yeast. Aloe vera, aloe vera, aloe vera. Can we be confident about products in pregnancy? Yes, definitely. Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much for listening. I will put the 4 last slides in the group so you can see or read all the different. I'm losing the words. Based on what I've been saying, it's from there, so you can see it. Thank you so much for spending your time with me and listening to me. I'm so happy that you wanted to share your time with me, and I hope this will help you and give you a better immune system and help your customers to get a better immune system. If you have any questions, you find me on Facebook. Other than that, have an amazing continuous day for those to the west of me, and good night to those east of me. Take care. My name is Martina Banach, and it was a pleasure to share my knowledge with you. Thank you.